Divine day, divine one. We're here to do the Gemini energy reading. This is timeless. We're going to get started by touching the bell for your overall well-being and good fortune. All right. I'm wanting to start off with the wild unknown archetypes, actually. Didn't see that coming. But let's do it. So, for this timeless Gemini energy reading, what is the most important message here? Whether you are Gemini sun sign or any other birth chart position, this is your reading. If you're cross watching because you have interest in a Gemini person, this is your reading. If you're just watching because you love every reading that I do and I'm your favorite reader, I'm your favorite one on YouTube, yay, thank you. I love you for making me your favorite because I love what I do. I'm glad you do too. But this is your reading too. So, the more tuned in, tapped in, turned on you are with the channel, the more these messages are going to feel personal and guided by your guides, because Source will definitely give me your messages. We have the Village and we have the Mirror. Ooh, the Village is in reverse. The Mirror's cocked a little bit to the right. The Village talks about a community. Interesting. I feel like the Village and the Mirror coming out like it is telling me that somebody is stepping away from the community for a minute. And I feel like there's some contemplation about, it's like, how did I attract that? How did I become a vibrational match to that? And also I'm getting the energy of, what is it I'm a vibrational match to? So that energy is there as well. All right. The wild unknown archetype cards. Let's get a most important message in the Gemini energy, please. And thank you as well. From this deck, I'm so excited to be here and read with you. All right, here we go. Gemini energy, most important messages, please. And there it is. And we have two coming out as well. We have the mystical sister with Saturn. Ooh. I see in this alchemy card, so you you're stepping away from the community. Why? Because this mystical sister is approaching. The mystical sister, this is somebody, either you or someone in your experience, but this is somebody who has deep spiritual connection, deep spiritual awareness. And this person puts it all into action. They put it all into work. They put it all into play. They utilize all those skills and abilities. But here's what's happening is what they're doing is they're coming in and they are sharing messages about some of the challenges. It's like in this energy, you're understanding the reasons for the challenges that you've been through, the reasons for the season. Somebody has a scar on their hand right here. Okay. Yeah, there's somebody here who has been through major life difficulties. This person has healed from them and they are showing up as a mystical sister. Why? To help clear the fields, to help clear the mind, to clear the energetic fields in Gemini's energy of some of the negative decisions, judgments, and weights of the past. I heard weights. Okay, I was waiting for the final word. But yeah, it's looking like this person's coming in to cause a major transformation. There's somebody here who knows a lot about the village that you stepped away from. This person is coming in and they are showing you a piece of yourself. I'm seeing that this person is coming in showing you a piece of yourself. So there's something in you that resonates with this person, and then they're able to touch very accurately onto aspects of who you are and why you're that way. And then there's this awakening and understanding, uh the remembering of who you are, that puts to rest, puts to bed some things that were very hurtful. It's like it brings full circle epiphany, revelation, understanding to some major difficulty in lives, major challenges that have been faced. Okay, let's see, what else do we have in Gemini energy? Stingy. Okay, and we have it's taken root. Okay, who I heard you had to learn how to be stingy with yourself. I heard since very young you were taught to be oversharing, over giving, overextending yourself. And they taught you that because, well, I mean, they were manipulating you. It was to their best interest, whoever they are. It was in their best interest that you be easily manipulated, that you be easily controlled, that you be easily taken advantage of. You actually were trained to be overly giving, overly sharing, literally trained and programmed from whoever this was to put yourself in the last place, not the first place. Oh, yeah, you're going to hear something completely different from that from me. Around here, we don't talk like that. Okay, that miss, that's crazy. But of course, a person, I mean, I heard this years ago and it made so much sense to me. If I had you forever in a room and I painted this sky, the ceiling and the walls, I painted it like the sky, but I made it green instead of blue. And your whole life, all you ever knew was what I told you. You would believe what I told you. And when you came out of there, you would go through a little bit of shock realizing that I had lied to you your whole life. You might even think that everything outside of that room was what was wrong. And they're actually reminding me, I think the name of the movie was called The Room. Wow, there was this interesting movie. Um, it's not it's not a child's movie, that's for sure. But it was talking about this girl who was abducted, and her abductor imprisoned her in a room. And when she later gave birth to a child from him, they lived. I think the child was like, I don't know, somewhere between, I want to say 7 to 10 years old by the time they got out of the room. And once they were free from the captivity of the room, the child runs away. And where does she find him? Back in the room. That was all he knew. That was his whole life. And that was now taken away. So it's kind of like that energy there. Somewhere where you were taught to be very overly giving of yourself, it's been hard for you to break it because that's your comfort zone. Anywhere where you were taught not to have boundaries, anywhere where you were taught that you were there to be a servant. Would you like to uncreate and destroy that right now? Yes, yes. Oh, that's good. That's good, good stuff right there. Okay, so um I want to pull some words of clarity for you as well. These two decks didn't come out for any of the other zodiac signs as I've done this series, as I've been working my way through this series. So that's what really threw me off in your reading was his they were both coming out. I know. But let me see what's up in this Gemini energies, please and thank you. So now it's like finally you're learning how to be a little bit more stingy, a little bit more selfish. Praise, because you know what, baby? As soon as you start taking care of yourself and stop taking care of them, now they want to call you selfish. Are they for freaking real? You mother loving or mother not loving? I'm just saying, like, they don't even see like you're selfish because you're actually taking care of yourself now. Are they tripping? They must be tripping. We need to pull them up a seat and they need to have a seat because for reals, you've been taking care of them all this time. You ain't done nothing for yourself. Now it's time for you to take care of self, and they want to call you selfish. Well, I guess I need to be selfish because while I was busy taking care of y'all, y'all wasn't busy taking care of me, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, you needed to be selfish. It was time for you to get stingy. It's taking root. You're finally learning to put self first. If mama ain't good, ain't nobody good. Okay, let me see. What's the energy here for Gemini? Okay, if you're a papa baby, you get the energy. You feel the vibes. Come on now, don't play. All right, Gemini energy. Thank you. You have relaxing, and it's in reverse. I heard, yeah, you're relaxing, all right, but you're relaxing for yourself. The reverse is telling me for self, because in the past, anywhere where you were relaxing, it was only when it suited them. It was only according to someone else's approval, someone else's desire, someone else's need, right? They wanted you to come sit down with them when they were ready for you to sit down, not because you needed to seat and get off of your feet. Now you're doing what you need to do for yourself. So, you're relaxing on yourself. You're not being so hard on yourself as well. You're being kinder to yourself, gentler to yourself. That's good. So most people out there, if they haven't been under the gun their whole life, they need to pick up the pace, right? They need to humble themselves and all this stuff. You're one of the ones who has been under the gun your whole life. You've been pressured by people trying to break you or having broken you your whole life. Well, now you ain't broken no more. You're remembering yourself, putting yourself back together. You need a little less humility, a whole lot more selfishness. Like you're the opposite. All those narcissistic people, they need to humble themselves. They need to get, you know what I'm saying? But you don't fall into that category. The ones watching this video, you have overextended yourself to the point of exhaustion. No more. It's time to get greedy, baby. It's time to get stingy, baby. And it ain't in a bad way, because it ain't ill intention toward nobody. It's well intentioned toward the self. Find a freaking Lee. Find a freaking Lee. Find a freaking Lee. Okay. I don't know who Lee is, but find a freaking Lee. What is a Lee? There's a meaning to the word Lee that they want me to look up. That's weird. Okay. It's been a little while since they made me do definitions online, but let's see. Let me see. I think it's okay. Lee, the sheltered side of something, the side away from the wind. Interesting. We pitch our tents in the lee of a rock. So it's the sheltered side. So find a freaking lee. Find a. Oh my gosh. So I'm trying to say find a freaking lee so that I can keep my vocabulary somewhat YouTube friendly. And they're giving me find a freaking lee. Okay. So instead of finally, find a freaking. I just got to do this. Find a freaking lee. What is the lee? The sheltered side of something. So it doesn't matter what it is. Find the sheltered side of something. The side away. Yesterday here in Vegas, it was so windy. So I can really appreciate where it continues the definition saying the side away from the wind. Find a freaking lee. Finally, find a freaking lee. Okay. So it's like it's time for you to give yourself some shelter. It's time for you to find a place where you can take shelter. Interesting the way this works. I love the way this works. I wouldn't change it for the world. Let's go into your sacred objects in this Gemini energy. What is the most important messages, please? And thank you. A magical meeting. There was a magical meeting that caused a huge transformation. I have my phoenixrockband.com guitar pick that I was gifted through a synchronistic experience, a synchronistic rendezvous. Somebody here watching this, you actually finally took yourself out dancing, karaoke, whatever you did, you took yourself out to the bar for a drink or to the park for a walk. Wherever you went, you met somebody. Something they said really hit home. I hear something they said really hit home that has been a part of you finally finding a freaking leaf, finally putting yourself in a sheltered position away from the wind. The wind is telling me right now the gossip. So it's finally, you're like, you know what? I don't care about their gossip. I don't care about their commands, their demands, their requests, none of this. It's time for me to be in a sheltered position. It's actually really beautiful. But it all started with this magical conversation that you had with a being that you met, a person that you met who came into your life at the perfect time, at the perfect place, synchronistic. Signs and everything was in the air. Hello. And the energy was vibrating off the charts. I hear off the charts. You were resonant with this person and their message. And that is part of why you're now finally learning how to be a little bit stingy, baby. You gonna learn how to be really freaking stingy in a minute. Find a freakingly, you're gonna put yourself in a lead, in a sheltered position where the wind, all their commands, all their demands, it's like they're not gonna find you. Yeah. What else do we have here? Aries energy on the table. Aries person in your experience, you know how that resonates. And then we have the star here. This is the mystical sister. So this person that you met is the mystical sister. I told you they were going to explain something about Saturn life lessons. This is what I'm getting. It was a destined meeting with the star card landing here. This was, oh, let's say it correctly, they said, Melinda. This was a fated meeting. The meeting was fate. In other words, it was always going to happen in your life. This meeting was going to happen no matter what in your life. It was fated that it would happen. The destiny happened right here, where you let the message that you received, the interaction and the influence of the interaction actually take root in you and cause you to uh, make a different move, to go through the transformation of the phoenix, baby, to rise from the ashes. They thought they had beat you down and just controlled you enough to pulverize you into nothing but mush. And baby, you stood up with a backbone taller than that Sam I am. I heard, who the heck is Sam? But taller than Sam I am. I don't know why Sam I am, but that's what I heard. So I'm gonna give it to you. And you're standing up for yourself, and now you're putting yourself in a sheltered position. They can't reach you. They can't. They can't blow their wind at you no more. Hello. And then we have I think the Quentin said it's the eternity stone, Grandma. It's the this is it's the power of love. What is it? It's from Sonic 3. I don't know. It's a superpower. It makes you invincible. It makes your power so huge. Your power is so huge. Now that you actually putting yourself in the first position, you have this infinity stone. You can touch everything. You can become everything. In front of that is the moon. This is a whole new experience. A lot is going to be revealed there. There's a lot you still don't know. You're barely learning the superpower of taking care of yourself. Self-care. Honestly, this isn't even self-love at this point. All it is just self-care. That's what you're finally getting down. You so busy running yourself ragged, taking care of the whole dang world. You're finally giving yourself self-care, giving yourself a break from the wind of whatever the heck they need. You finally found a frequently with our new vocabulary. Okay, and then this is interesting because what's coming is this, it has something to do with you giving yourself safety and security, feeling safe and secure. That has been an issue, but you're going to find a new state of safety and security within yourself that you give yourself. You're going to have this realization, like, baby, when nobody else was there for me, not only was I there for them, but I was there for me. And there's this shift of energy that's happening in you. Life lesson. Interesting. They just showed me how this is aligned right underneath Saturn, right in the middle of it, where it goes from black to white, where the scythe is, where the drop of golden is right there on the tip of the finger. And so, what it's showing me is like, you have this moment of clarity in which you realize you've given so much loyalty, faithfulness, hard work, dedication, your finances, your time to all these people who have zero faithfulness, zero loyalty, and zero concern for you. And there's this breakdown moment that's destined, that is fated at this point, because you stepped into your destiny and gave it root to take care of yourself. So there's this fated point coming up as a result of that timeline, in which you offer yourself apology, acceptance, and forgiveness for putting in all these muckahucka who's in front of you, who put you under their feet. And now you rise higher than ever before. And then I touched my little chamu over here. We have a chamu. And he is saying what's happening is you're tapping into the universal consciousness, the collective consciousness, the cosmic consciousness, the divine, authentic awareness. You're tapping into that. If we are all divine, then the self respect of allowing others to disrespect is a sin, because that means you are God focused in a human vessel. You are greater than this vessel, and there's not one of us that is greater than the other. We're not putting ourselves over them. We're putting ourselves first. And if they would all put themselves first, they'd be surprised how little they would need from you. But they don't put themselves first either, but yet and still they expect you to put them first, and you take care of them. Now you ain't taking care of you. Nobody's taking care of you, because they can't take care of themselves. Can't take care of you, and now you busy taking care of them, and you ain't taking care of you. So now nobody's getting taken care of but them, and they don't even know what to do with the care that they're getting. Baby, we all need to have a level of take care of yourself. Period. And I'm of course speaking to grown adults. If you have minor children, it behooves you and them to teach them from a young age to take care of themselves. They should learn these things very young. The younger they learn them, the better off they'll be. If you're a parent and you think that babying your child and doing everything for them is helping them, you got another thing coming, because all you doing is raising an adult that don't know how to do nothing, because that child is not going to stay a child forever. We got to begin to look at those children as many adults. Go back to the subject. They said that's enough parenting advice. What's going to happen with you is you are turning into a balanced powerhouse. The Shiva Lingam speaks of masculine and feminine balance. Okay. These stones get their shape from whatever river that they pull them out of. They roll down the river, and the river turns them into their shape. These are not man-made shaped, these are river-made shaped. So what does that mean? With the Shiva Lingam, the balance comes as you get rolled through your emotions. The water equals emotions. You get rolled through your emotions. And anything that's beautiful but fake falls off, honey. Anything that's beautiful but fake falls off. Let's go into the runes for you and see what else we have in this Gemini energies. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. What do we have? We have Manas from the Quartz Crystal Rune. So for some of you, this mystic sister actually came in a masculine energy, but for all of you, when this mystical sister comes in, part of the thing that the reason this is happening in your season and for your best interest has to do with Spirit is trying to get you to take some kind of action, baby. They're trying to get you to take action and step up, to utilize your masculine energy in a way that's healthy for you. You've been good at stepping up and taking action for other folks and their business. But what about taking action for you and your business? That's what they were trying to get you to do. Yeah. Let me see what else on the mystical sister. We have a gold stone rune. I love this. I love this. I love this. You have Algis. So this person, one of the things that this is on the mystical sister. So the goldstone rune speaks to me about a person that's not you, but a physical human in your experience, where the quartz crystal speaks to me about the messages of the divine and what the divine is trying to get you to see. Goldstone speaks to me about other people in your experience. Algis comes up. So one of the things that this mystical sister came in what to talk to you was about protecting your energy, taking care of the self, right? I already said that. And that is a confirmation. Huge confirmation because the geese was there. This is a very wise person that has come into your experience. Let me see what else. And one other thing I want to mention here that I'm noticing now. The third set of runes is not even showing up on the table. And those are my yellow nail acrylic runes. I made them with nail acrylic. They're glow in the dark. It was my first set of runes ever. I made them by hand. So the yellow ones speak about you and your actions. The runes, so it's like this stingy energy of taking care of self is, yeah, it's taking root, all right, but it has not sprouted yet. When it sprouts, we're going to see the yellow runes come out for you. In other words, it's still in the ground. So you're going to need to practice this a lot. It's going to be repetitive repetition. Do it over and over again. You're going to have to keep taking care of self. You're going to have to keep taking care of self and putting yourself in a sheltered side where you're out of the harsh wind. Okay, let me see what else. My darling, in your goldstone runes, you have Yera, which talks about you being in harvest. Well, this person, harvest season, and somebody who want. So there's somebody here. What you don't see coming is, ooh, oh. So whoever this is that you've been taking care of all this time, they ain't been taking care of you. You're pulling back. You're putting yourself in the shelter position. I see this person trying to cycle back around. This person could be at a job. Let's say you've been working for a living, okay, working 9 to 5, and all that is implied with that, and being taken advantage of at work. Well, they're going to try to renew your employment contract. They're going to try to entice you to stick around when you get ready to cut out of there and give them your 2 weeks notice. If this is about a lover or friend or family member, as soon as you start pulling back, they're going to start trying to step up and offer you something. They're, well, I'll do this if you could just continue to, then I will. Watch out for that. They said, watch out for that. When they do that, this is what you are to take away from the experience. So when these people, when anywhere where there's a partner, the minute you start taking care of self and you stop focusing solely on them, they're going to try to lock you in, make it official, offer you their hand in marriage type of shit. When this stuff begins to happen, that is a sign that you have your superpower and you've gone beyond anywhere you've ever been. This is a good time for you to stand your ground. Do not back down. Don't go back, get back into their indentured servitude, their slavery, their whatever you want to call it, because that's what it feels like over here. Yeah, it's not time for you to put yourself back in that position. They're going to entice you. There's going to be some love bombing, a lot of sweet words, a lot of empty promises that they will be told to you to try to get you back in there. If you just come back home. I have a place for you at home. And you're saying to yourself, oh, that's not my home there. I don't have no home there. I'd rather stay over here on the side of this rock in the lee, in the find a freaking lee that I finally freaking found, than go back over there because that's not my home. And that's how your feeling is coming across to me. Okay. And so in this energy, what else do we have? Hagalas. Now, the Hagalas is coming from the quartz crystal runes. So what is this is what with this, as you ground these lessons and you stand your ground. Oh boy, everything starts get flipping around. Yeah, as you take your power back, things start to fall into place for you. While things are falling into place for you, over there where your energy is no longer supporting everything, keeping it all up and afloat and running in order, they start to have a bunch of problems over there. But guess what? Those were the problems that they create that they, shouldn't, at some point, they need to learn how to navigate because that's their life, right? Um, and then I see a reconnection with this mystical sister. And it's like this person, whoever this is, somehow they reconnect to you. They materialize you back into the experience, They were thinking about you. They were wondering how it was going, blah blah blah, something along those lines. I don't know. What I do know is it's magical. It's got all this sacred geometry energy all over it, which means it's in alignment with the universe. It's magical. It's magical. I don't know any other way to say it. Because you have Awas there next to the Sri Yantra, above the Shivalingam, and right next to Saturn. Yeah. Um, I also see that for some of you, this isn't the same mystical sister that came up and was like, hey, girl, listen, you don't need to do that. You're doing too much. You're putting yourself in the last position. Of course, they're all going to treat you bad and nobody's taking care of you because you don't take care of you. They're only going to treat you as good as you treat yourself. Boom, that hit, it caused a transformation in you. For some of you, this will be the same person. For others of you, once you drop off and maintain your ground with this fool that's trying to come back around talking about baby, 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 please come home. I got your home. I'm gonna take care of you. I love you. What I'm gonna do without you? What about that kids, baby? You like those ain't my kids. Those is your kids. I did not birth those children. You're like, you know what? I don't even quick. Hang on. I'm sorry, the number of years is not in service. It's the energy. So for some of you, once that's done, blocked off, canceled out, you come over here, another person is coming into your life by divine design. That's why the Sri Yantra is there. And this person is going to be very much like you. Anywhere where you're the feminine, they'll be the masculine or vice versa. But together, there'll be a beautiful balance. We know it won't last forever on planet Earth. Nothing lasts forever at all in this physical. Only the spirit lasts forever on the planet Earth. We know that, right? So nothing lasts forever here, but it's worth it. It's all worth it. Somebody else coming in here for you. And they come in as if by magic, by divine design, filled with magic and signs and synchronicities. And they actually are a great counterpart, a great balancing agent in your life. Okay. And it's like you both overflow into one another. That's what I see coming up. Shall we actually move on to some tarot cards? No, we're not done yet with the stuff. Let's get some tarot dice. What's the tarot dice got to say? Everybody else got tarot dice. Why Gemini can't have tarot dice? Because Gemini got 2 extra decks and a bunch of extra stuff. We have the who with the find a freaking Lee over here. We have the death energy, major arcana 13 on the red side, baby. As soon as you find a freaking Lee, as soon as you put yourself in that sheltered position, the side away from the wind, it causes a major life change for you. We have the Wheel of Fortune on the blue side. So this is about communications, and it's the one that's closest to me, more in the center of your spread here. And what I'm getting with that is like, yeah, you're going to be getting, it's like as soon as you get rid of the leeches, all kinds of blessings start coming through. Why? Because you have sun card energy on the yellow side. You're actually taking actions that please you, make you happy, lend to your own joy, delight, and bliss. Oh, yeah, and take care of yourself. Then over here, you have the Hierophant energy on the yellow side. And again, this is aligned with this person. For some of you, that you are definitely, I even hate saying this because then y'all be looking for the wrong dang thing. What you need to be looking for instead of the marriage partner that you're probably attracting, the high level commitment partner that you're probably attracting, is how can I take care of myself and love myself? Because it's in there that you're going to attract somebody that wants to do that too, which is what? Take care of you. What letters do we have in this Gemini energy? Okay, we have the letter H, A, W, U, and B. I heard Tubby Wubby. Okay, I don't know why I heard Tubby Wubby. I see the ash, okay? And Bubba. I see Bubba, okay? Um, I see somebody in Washington, okay? And I see aw, and then I also see him and ha, okay? That's all intuitive, but those are the letters I have for you. Give me just one moment because yeah, I need it. Thank you. Mm-mm-mm. Um, So we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot cards for you next. All right. I'm going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot for your reading today. Again, Gemini, your energy is coming through as very unique, very different, set apart as different in this energy. So it's like you're changing, baby. You're changing. I just heard the word unrecognizable. You are becoming unrecognizable to all those who thought that they knew exactly what they could do with you, because they did. They thought they had, like I said, they thought they had you under their pressure, under the thumb, under the gun, whichever way you want to say it. You learned your life lessons, and it's like as soon as you free yourself from this cycle, that Saturn energy there, uh, the weight of the gun is going to shift over to the one that brought it on in the first place, and it is going to come off of your back. And then once the leeches are gone as well, more beautiful things happen for you. It's like the universe has all these beautiful experiences. God has all these blessings for you, baby. Whichever vernacular you speak, I speak them all. Your highest self has got all these gems and jewels on your path. They will only be in alignment with you and you in alignment with them when the leeches are gone. All right, so what are the most important messages here in this Gemini energy? Please and thank you. Most important messages for Gemini. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magic I am. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magic I am. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magic I am. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Yeah, everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Yeah, everything is always working out for me. And those are your cards. Bottom of the deck is a magician, baby. You made all this happen. This is your fault. Yay! If it's not your fault, there ain't nothing you can do about nothing. What is this card that came and flipped and stayed? Is the High Priestess. Oh, this is you keeping secret your whereabouts. This is your keeping secret what's going on inside of you. They're going to be asking you, you're different. What's going on with you? None of your business. What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. That's a perfect answer. What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Because you literally don't know what they're talking about anymore when they're like, hey, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Some of y'all just finna change your number, block. I heard, okay, you have the Father of Cups coming out in reverse. That's not good. This is an emotional manipulator. This person is an emotional manipulator. We have the Ten of Pentacles with the Death and the Sun. Look at that. So it's like, I know we're family. For somebody here, this is exactly what you said. I know we're family, but no, it's time for me to take care of me. You see your Ace of Cups? Your Ace of Cups is upright. It's free. It's not covered. It's facing me. It's revealed itself. Your self-love and self-care has finally been revealed, baby. What's back here? With the village in reverse. This is that manipulate. It's almost like your whole family just emotionally manipulate you. They all made you slave. And it's the Son of Pentacles. Yeah, you're there to be a servant. Keep your head down and don't say shit. That's how they taught you. Keep your head down and keep your mouth shut. Do what you're told. Don't question me. Do what you're told. Don't talk back. Don't question me. I feel like that's how they trained you. Five of Pentacles in reverse. You're starting to see that it could have something to do with the person with the letter H here. I'm seeing the H is standing out really strong. That could even be your mystical sister, but it's also, that is not a rune, but it's pointing me back to the Hagalaz rune as well. Giving you awareness of the codependency, abandonment, toxicity, all that stuff. Yeah, The Two of Swords, separation. Okay, the Chariot in reverse. That's an accident right there, a crash happening. Okay, and the Five of Wands with this Father of Cups. This is what you don't know. So this person who's the emotional manipulator could totally have a car accident and freak the fuck out. Excuse my language. I let it one slip, just one. Anyways, they could be having a freaking flipping horrible time and a horrible day when they realize that you're not going to do what they've been counting on you to do. That leave yourself out in the cold, but puts them in a prime position. This is happening. And you know what? Somebody gonna end up crashing their car because they're so mad they doing so. It ain't you. Let me tell you now, it ain't you. They gonna cause a fight. They gonna want to try to come and fight with you. Somebody here gonna get a car crash. Somebody here gonna get fired. Somebody here they gonna get themselves in problems and they're gonna get brick wall breaks and talk to the hand because the face don't understand. I don't know, but the Chariot in reverse. This is a crash, baby. Is you go nowhere? Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Somebody goes straight to jail because of the fight. And just so you know, self defense. You're good. You may defend yourself physically. You may not allow somebody to just beat on you. Hello. And in most states, if somebody come if somebody comes into your home and you have to defend yourself to the death, you will get off for that. And you know what? Even if that happened and I didn't get off, I would gladly pay whatever the heck I had to pay because they ain't getting away with doing nothing like that to me. I'm just saying. I don't like that talk though. But these are the facts. That is the reading. If I can't just tell you what I like in the reading. I got to tell you what come out in the reading. Somebody here, whoever this emotional manipulator is, for somebody it's literally their father, but most of you it's not. A lot of you it's somebody who says they love you, but they only love you as long as you do what they say. This person gonna be so mad. They might start a fight with the wrong person. They might get in a car accident because they're livid. Why? Because you found self-care and self-love. Yeah. This new energy that's coming in for you looks like a Father Wands. This is a person who does what the heck they say they're gonna do. This is a person who is not afraid. I'm gonna tell you now, whoever this new energy is, this destined energy that you're aligning with, and I feel like a lot of you, this is who you're becoming. I heard a lot of you, you're becoming somebody you have never seen yourself or known yourself to be. You're becoming dangerous. You will attack when provoked. Hello? I heard no, you will not wait until it's a fight back. In other words, as soon as you see them take 1, 2 steps towards you, you will swing first. You're not waiting for them to hit first no more. That's what I'm getting. And I don't feel like that's literal fist fighting. I feel like you're taking those protective actions. You're stepping into your power. You're following through, which is perfect because that Manas rune over here from the divine quartz crystals was saying, yeah, they're trying to get you to step up and take action, honey. Use your masculine energy. So now that you're using your masculine energy, guess what? Now you achieve the balance of the feminine and the masculine. This is what I have in your energy, Gemini. Boy, I have really enjoyed your reading. I'm excited for you. They're going to talk all kinds of crap. Who cares what they said on Facebook, this, that, Twitter, I don't know, WhatsApp, Snapchat, Instagram. None of that stuff don't matter. They gonna be mad. Honey, let me tell you something. When you see they talking mess about you, give yourself a round of applause because now you done pissed them off. Better them than you be mad. Hello? Better than them you. And yes, they're gonna talk stuff about you. But if anybody's real deal Holyfield, then they're gonna know that that's BS and they shouldn't mess with it. And I heard even more than that. They're going to know that exactly how you treated them is exactly how you should have been treated them the whole time. So anybody who's real deal Holyfield is not going to get mad about this person talking crap. They're going to see exactly what it is. You going to be getting messages talking about, girl, you finally did that. You finally left them. You finally quit. Wow, I'm so proud of you. That's what I see in your energy. Until next time, do all the YouTube things that supports the growth on the channel. I'm so grateful for the growth and the views. It gets the messages out when you do. And of course, I'm going to read and comment back to you when you do too. So until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.